And Israel's Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu's wife Sara has admitted to fraud charges. A Jerusalem court has fined her for misusing state funds. Sara Netanyahu pledged, in fact, she's been pleading guilty to spending public money on lavish catering services. She has been accused of splurging thousands of dollars on private catering while falsely claiming that the Prime Minister's residence did not have a cook. Sara Netanyahu has been charged with fraud and breach of trust in a case which threatened her husband's post. However, Netanyahu struck a deal with prosecution in which she has to pay a fine of $15,000 in exchange of prison sentence. Meanwhile, prosecutors said that the verdict showed that a person, no matter how powerful, cannot misuse public's money.
Netanyahu was convicted today after pleading guilty in a criminal offense using 175,000 shekels of public money for private expenses. In all this doing happened in the Prime Minister's house. This result was achieved through a plea bargain in which she admits and pays a fine of 55,000 shekels.
For the Netanyahus are far from over. Benjamin Netanyahu's indictment on separate graft charges. Well, in the meanwhile, a debate of Brexit has turned into an attack on Boris Johnson as UK Prime Minister hopefuls put forward the case on delivering Britain's divorce deal with the European Union. Conservative party leaders, including UK Foreign Minister Jeremy Hunt, questioned, in fact, Johnson's ability to deliver Brexit. Remember, Johnson had spearheaded the Brexit movement. Hunt also said that he was open to a no-deal Brexit.
I want to make an argument that what Boris is offering, a hard stop at any cost on the 31st of October, means that he is effectively committing the country to no deal, because we have holidays over the summer, we have a new European Commission, we have very few parliamentary sitting days, or an election if Parliament chooses to stop. There is no prospect of getting a deal that can get through Parliament on the 31st of October. Then I would be prepared to leave without a deal.
Well, others who attacked Johnson was former Brexit Secretary Dominic Raab. The top Tory leader indicated that he might not be willing to work with Johnson if he becomes the UK Prime Minister.
The signal that we send to the EU is crucially important, and we've frankly made too many mistakes stumbling in these negotiations by ruling things out. What I want the EU to know, and what frankly I want the people of this country to know, is first of all we'll keep our promises, and secondly the EU to know that we're serious about leaving the EU. All those candidates that are going weak at the knees and saying, well, I'm not sure about this and that, they're sending a message to the EU that frankly they can take us for a ride. We've had 3 years of that. It's time to get this done.
Boris Johnson has emerged as a top contender in the race to replace UK Prime Minister Theresa May by July end. The UK is yet to decide on a Brexit deal whose deadline ends on October 31st.